Hello, welcome to the pre-work showcase for the high-grade 1/144th scale Gundam TR-6 Hazel 2. For those of you unfamiliar with the machine, it's from the Gundam Advance of Zeta, the Flag of Titans manga series. It is both a parts and color variant of the original Gundam TR-6 Woundwort. This kit was released earlier this year in March as part of Bandai's premium line. Kits released from this line are limited releases. We're going to start off with a review of the base kit, go over the strengths and weaknesses of the aesthetic, and then I'll touch briefly on how well the kit articulates and its stability. The aesthetic of this Gundam is why I chose it for my next project. It's up there in my top 3 favorite designs alongside the Grimgurdy and the Regan-Lays Julia. Personally, I love excess in designs, and the 2 large composite shield boosters on its back do wonders for me. What function these serve in the lore, I'm not sure, but I've displayed them here as if they're back-mounted cannons. I apologize if that's not correct. Overall, the design is tight, thematically and literally. The Gundam itself has an insectoid theme. Slight silhouette, a thin waist, small chest, but with a large ovular backpack, oversized thighs, and backward fanned shield for a head, which is disproportionately large compared to the body's size. Overall, the design is sharper and more aerodynamic in appearance than classic Gundam designs. The machine feels compact, tucked in. The shield on the left arm adds to this impression. An additional unique design aspect is the drum frame for the waist. As with most high grades, there are stickers. On the front of the pelvis, the gold V fin against the red field is a sticker, and the dull purple along the lengths of the composite shield boosters are long purple stickers. In addition, green foil stickers are used for the eyes and other accents. Color choice is suboptimal. The dark blues and purples of this kit obscure detail in the panel lines and are overall low contrast. The shield is the best colored part of this kit. The white pops and adds visual interest. However, given the colors, the color separation is fantastic. The dark purple against the navy blue does what it can to improve variety in the palette, but finally, the gun needs to be a different color. The dark purple would have been better, or perhaps some white accents on the navy blue. The build overall is great. No parts fall off or come apart while handling. The movement with this kit is facile. The arm joints are especially exceptional. They articulate freely and are fairly stable. But the overall kit is slightly loose. If you were to pick up the kit by one limb or part, the joints will flex and bounce, whereas the most stable kits on the market are rock solid. Everything feels like it's on the verge of breaking the static friction holding the joints in place. Also, the head movement is very limited. The collars block head rotation past about 90 degrees to the right and left. And finally, the kit cannot stand on its own for long and without extra effort on our part. Luckily, it comes with a basic stand. It's now time to review the plans in store for this project. We're going to fix the problems with the kit as well as add detail and metal coats. We'll start with disassembly of the kit. Unlike with the armored core piece, we're going to do a full disassembly and work all limbs and armaments together rather than go limb by limb. During this phase, we'll check parts that need to be fused beforehand in order to remove seam lines. Usually, I would scribe before priming, but since the base plastic is so dark, graphite will not show up well on the surface. Therefore, priming will be up next. On the last kit, we used the Mr. Surfacer 1000 Gray. This time we'll use the Mr. Surfacer 1500 White in order to brighten all subsequent coats. After all pieces have been primed, we'll check for flaws in the surface and sand as necessary. The next step will be panel scribing. The now white surface will be easy to draw on using a mechanical pencil. Though it's a small kit, it has plenty of real estate for extra detail. This time, however, I'll leave out the pin vise, which means no implied screws. I may change my mind later, but any details added with the pin vise will be minimal. Of course, we'll be sanding the entire way. After scribing, we'll do most of the sanding necessary at this step in order to remove the nub marks, our fused seam lines, and to smoothen our new panel lines. We'll then apply a quick coat of primer to make up for the sanding. This leads us to the comprehensive change in color schematic for the kit. We're going to paint this kit in the original colors of the TR-6 Woundwort. Everything will be done by airbrush using Mr. Color, and as we go, metal coats will be added according to taste using Alclad 2 and Mr. Color. Those parts that we do decide to paint metallic will be black based accordingly. As for painting techniques, we'll use everything. We will pre-shade, base coat, mask in order to add color separation as we see fit, and we'll apply darkening and brightening coats over the masks. Then we'll highlight all parts and panels, and finally apply a gloss coat using Mr. Color Super Clear. This is where we'll be entering new territory for what's been shown on the channel. I lost the footage for the previous kit past the gloss coat phase. Once the gloss coat has dried, we'll then add panel accent color, likely gray for the white parts, and black for the darker parts, perhaps brown for yellow parts. Now, the kit itself has no decal schematic, so we'll choose our own 1/144th scale decals and apply them as we go. I believe there are some waterslide decal sheets produced by third parties, so we'll go shopping for those so we can at minimum get some of the iconic markings that belong on this kit, such as the Titan's Test Team stacked Triple T. Once our panel accent color and decals have been set, it'll be time to seal them all in with an acrylic matte top coat. We'll apply Tamiya's Flat Clear by Airbrush. And once that acrylic matte coat has dried and mostly cured, we'll use a dry brushing method to apply light weathering on the edges using Tamiya's metallic colors, which are also acrylic. And finally, we'll apply one more coat of Flat Clear to seal the weathering in. All in all, I'm estimating this project will take us about 200 hours of work. If we work 40 hours a week, then we'll be done in a little over a month. If this is of interest to you, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. You can help this channel grow by liking the video and leaving your feedback in the comments below. I'll see you guys soon.